morning, this is Dan from Backpacking Adventures. I'm back out on the trail again, and I am on the Western Trail this time. This is a roughly 30-mile point-to-point trail, so I'm getting my car valeted up to the north. I parked at the southern terminus, which is the Rattlesnake Rock. I'm gonna have hopefully they drive it today, because I'm doing this in an overnight, and have my car driven up to the northern terminus. Well, that's where I'm hiking to. My goal for today is I want to get to at least 18 miles. That's usually where I camp. There's a couple spots right after that, but they're not as great. This spot that I'm going to, it's a dry spot, but it's right there on the ridge, looking out over the gorge. And this trail is famous. It's called the Pennsylvania Grand Canyon. Tomorrow's when you really see it, towards the end of the day tomorrow, which will be about a 12-mile day. The last 3 miles from the end is where you really start hitting all those gorgeous views. But tonight, mile 18, I'll be camped right on one. And it's set up in a way, well, the trees are there in a way that I can set up my hammock and lay there and look out. So that's one of the benefits, right there on the overlooking the gorge. So that's the goal for today. And weather should be beautiful. Lately around here, it's like most places, it's been a heat wave. It's been like, 1,000 degrees and humid. So far, this trip, it's going to be the last about maybe a week. We had cool weather. So it'll be in the 50s tonight and about the 70s today and tomorrow. So it's going to be beautiful. Mostly sunny, just some clouds in and out, but hopefully otherwise pretty beautiful. Right now it's foggy, so I would expect it to be foggy again tomorrow morning, which will be neat because usually when it is, the fog is down in the gorge and you're above it. It's pretty neat looking. But anyway, enough talking. I'm gonna get moving down the trail. It's about 7 a.m. and I'm hoping to be at camp, oh man, I don't know, probably before 4 is the goal. So today is a solo trip, just me, my hammock, and my pipe. So let's move. All right, it's going on 12:30. It's about quarter after when I got here. I'm at the at mile 13.8. This is the Bradley Whales picnic area. There's picnic tables. There's pit toilets. There's no longer any water. It looks like they capped off the well. But I cameled up back at a spring because I wasn't sure what was going on here. So I got an extra 2 liters of water. So I'm gonna drink a little bit now, and that'll be, if If I get to camp with 2 liters, that's plenty. I'll be dry camping. And camp is about 4.2 roughly-ish. I'll say between 4 and 5 miles from here, so it's not going to take me long to get there, but I need to eat some lunch now, and I am thirsty. So really haven't been drinking all that much, mainly because I went through my 1 liter and everything was dry. So that spring was almost dry, so luckily I did get it there. I almost didn't, thinking last year when I was here that pump was there. I don't know if it worked, but it's not here anymore. So I'm gonna look over there and see if they maybe moved it or something. But it's time to eat. Behold, camp. I am all set up. It is 2:59. I got here around 2:30, got everything set up in half an hour, hung my line for my food bag tonight. That was pretty quick. That was a pretty quick setup. I was even taking my time, but I got here pretty quick. It took me from 7 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. to go 18 point some odd miles. I got like 12 miles to go tomorrow. But as you can see, I have a spectacular view. Take you down here and show you. It's kind of hard to see because these trees are now growing out. So the view isn't, if you look at some of my previous videos where I did this in the spring, none of this is here, or at least has leaves on it. As a matter of fact, that wasn't here last year at all. If it was very low. But with the leaves and everything, I don't have much of a view. I guess I can still look out and see some of the mountains over there, but I can't see the gorge. I think over here from my hammock, right over there is back there is my hammock. When I'm laying down, I can probably peek right through there and get somewhat of a view. But anyway, it doesn't matter. It's still beautiful up here. Got here really quick, and I didn't even think I was even like pushing myself to go that fast. But at any rate, I'm set up. I think I'm going to lay down for a little bit. Maybe smoke my pipe. It's probably a good idea. No place to sit here, so I'll be hanging out in my hammock for sure most of the time. But it is shaded over there, so I think I'm going to relax before I eat. It's a little too early for that. Maybe eat a snack and drink some water and rehydrate a little bit. I think I'm a little bit dehydrated, but all right, nap time. It is now 4 o'clock, and I just saw a group of people walk by, father and I think 2 boys. I don't know if it was kids or whatever, but they walked by, and someone stopped by here, Rob. He's actually a subscriber. He watched one of my videos of doing this trail before he came here. He's doing a yo-yo, so he started up there at the northern side, the northern terminus, and he's gonna hike to the southern terminus, turn around, and then hike back. So he's doing a yo-yo. But I think I'm gonna have a snack because I'm kind of hungry. I was gonna eat a snack earlier. Didn't get to nap either. I'm gonna have to make dinner soon because it's 4 o'clock. I mean, not that I have to, but you know how that goes. What do I want? I think I'll have one of these and then I'll just lay back and relax a little bit. But one of these Quest bars. One thing I wanted to point out. I love these Quest bars. Caramel pecan is my favorite though. But I'm sure you guys know of Evan from Backcountry Exposure. It's a YouTube channel. But he relatively recently, in the last couple months, opened up a store. And he makes gear. He makes food bags, ditty bags, and a couple other different things. I think he sells some meals. But anyways, I bought one or two of these pouches, and this is the first one I bought. And I've been using it as my hygiene kit, and I really like it. So what I ended up doing was I bought more to replace my Dyneema bags with these. I don't even know what material this is. He has a couple different options. I just kind of rolled the dice and picked whatever. But my electronics bag now, my ditty bag, which is like this basically repair and emergency and first aid kit, the hygiene I talked about, and then I have my pipe and all my tobacco and stuff in this one. So I still need to buy another one or two of them to complete my kit, but yeah, I'm really liking them. They're really thick. They're durable, and since I keep everything on the inside of my pack now, it'll be great. I got these camp shoes. Well, actually, I bought a different pair from Z-Packs. These are the Z-Packs. I guess they're just called camp shoes. I don't remember what the name of them are, but I bought a pair, and they ended up being too small, even though the sizing was supposed to be with my foot. So I bought a different pair, and I'm going to give the other pair to Carly, whoever else hikes with me. But anyway. These are pretty nice. They do what I needed to do. They weigh 1.8 ounces. They're perfect for drying out your feet and getting around camp. Now you have to kind of be careful, like here, a lot of roots and rocks. So, I mean, this is okay, but it's not, it's not a good sole. So if I had to go walking around anywhere else, I would have to put my shoes back on. But for what I'm using them for and what I need them for, they're only 1.8 ounces. These are great. I don't think I'll ever take any other camp shoes, except for the winter time. I'll take my down insulated camp shoes, but for my normal 3-season backpacking, this is what I'm taking. It's going to be this. There's definitely a nice breeze blowing here today. I think I might hang out here for a while. You can see my view pretty well. Windy. I wonder if the wind will die down tonight. I guess we'll find out, won't we? I think I might take a nap. Wow. Maybe I shouldn't have laid down. I still have to make dinner. It's one of the nice things of getting to camp so early. I can just hang out and nap and listen to the wind. There's no place to sit at this campsite other than your shelter if you brought a chair. I almost was going to bring a chair, but the weight of it won out. I didn't want to bring a pound worth of to sit, but I could have sat down there and ate and had my pipe. But I'll just have it here. All right, it's like going on 4:30. I think I'm going to eat. Get that out of the way. It is pretty breezy up here, and the air is cool. I wonder if I'm going to have a cold night. We'll have to see. Dinner. Ooh, it's really windy. Dinner is Next Mile Meals, Italian style beef marinara. It's pretty good. Forget what's in it. 580 calories. I know it's high in protein too. It has 43 grams of protein. And very, 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 very low carb, like 8 grams of carbs. Oh well. But it'll be this. I think there's some marinara sauce and cheese in here. And I think I have a protein bar, which I'm going to eat as well. And I did have that Quest bar. Should have saved that for dessert, but I didn't. But I got more goodies in here I can munch on. There we go. All right. So the brownie protein bar is what I'm going to have tonight for my dessert. And that's dinner. Probably another snack or something, but that's going to be it for dinner. I brought the Old trusty Fancy Feast stove with me today. So that's what I'll be using. I do like this stove, it just takes a while. So when you're with a bunch of people, it can take too long. It's very simplistic to use this stove. I mean, you just pour light and be done. There's no moving parts, which is nice. All right, how much water do I need? 6 ounces. Only 6 ounces of water for this bad boy. 6 ounces. That would be 6. You know, I did come across another water source because I noticed that I was drinking a lot to come here. I drank a whole liter just in like a mile. I don't know, must have been really thirsty. A little bit more, and then it'll be good. But then I filled up a whole nother 2 liters because I filled up my 1 liter, and then it was, you know, I would have only had 1.5 liters here. And I didn't want that. So I filled up that whole water bottle, and I'm glad I did because I've been drinking it. All right, water is ready. That's always the trick. Just have the water ready before you light your stove, regardless if it's an alcohol stove or what. I'll go a little bit more than a half since it's windy out today. There we go, that's on. And we'll wait, and we'll wait, and we'll wait. While that's doing that, I think I'll refill my fuel. So it's ready for tomorrow. Fun day hiking today. I was hiking fast. I'd have to figure that out. Let me see. Let's figure that out. How fast was I hiking today? Where's my calculator? So I got 18 miles. And I started at 7 a.m. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 7.5 hours. 2.4 miles an hour. And that's with filming and stopping for lunch. So I wasn't trying to go fast. It just ended up that's what I did. So I'm not sure why. It happened once before, and that was when I was on the Susquehannock Trail back in 2022 when I did like 37 miles in one day and 40 miles the next. Not sure why. I guess, I don't know, this time I haven't had solo trips lately, and this trip has been solo, so I haven't been talking, you know what I mean, as I'm hiking. So it's the only thing I can think of. Oh, it's almost boiling already. Getting me a pretty boil. Dry today though. There was a lot of water sources that were dry. Don't want to say I'm surprised, but the bigger water sources were going pretty good. But we have been having rain, but it's just been so hot, so I don't know if that's it or not. It is August. I mean, when I've been doing this for the last, I don't know, 5 or 6 times, I've been doing it in the spring, like March and April, and water everywhere, man. Tons of water. You don't have to worry about anything. I mean, I wasn't out. I didn't run out of water at all. I only carried 1 liter. But I did cover 18 miles today, so I was bound to come across water. But I was running very low when I filled up at the spring, though, because I was down about that much water. And then at the spring, I filled up, drank a whole bunch, drank some more, and then I filled up again. So I am good. I have 3 liters now. Went through 1 liter here already since I got here. Wow, I just poured my water in, and as soon as I got done pouring it, the stove went out. So I absolutely picked up the exact right amount of fuel, and it was 8 ounces of water, so that's half. So you really should only need to use half of an ounce. But I put a little bit more in because it's windy, and that was a good choice. I chose wisely. This smells really good. So hope I put enough water in there. All right, how long? 10 minutes. I'll put it in for 12. 12. All right, 12 minutes. All right, I think I'll make some of my purple drink as soon as my cook pot cools down a little bit. And we wait. Shouldn't have laid down, I might just fall asleep. I think tonight's gonna be an early night. I'm gonna eat, have my dessert, make another purple drink, go find a place and have my pipe. I think I'm gonna get a pretty good breeze tonight. I wonder if I'll end up being cold. It's supposed to be in the 50s. It's at a high or a low of like 57 or 58, I think. And I know that's the closest town. I was wondering what it will be up here. If it'll be even colder than that. I do have my pot. I mean, I have clothes and stuff for it, but I'm just wondering. Wondering what I'm in for. Let's check this. Squish it around. This one's pretty good. Italian style marinara. Lots of cheese. It has zucchini in it too. So it's beef, the sauce, the cheese, and then zucchini for some reason. I guess I could have taken that out, but I was too lazy. The one nice part about this breeze is there's no bugs. It's blowing them all away. I was up here camping last year in May, I think it was. There was no leaves. It was for the leaves and everything. It was early May or late April. Can't remember which. But anyway, I was getting eaten alive by bugs up here on top of the mountain. I don't know where they were hatching from, but it was mosquitoes and they were everywhere. But now, this nice breeze is blowing them all away. And it's a cool breeze too, oddly enough. It's very cool, the air. All right, time to eat. All right, time to eat. I definitely could have dozed off there, that's for sure. Keep hearing something running around over here. Something's gonna eat me in the middle of the night. Smells good. A lot of cheese. Seemed to have rehydrated pretty well. All right. Big gobs of cheese. Look at that. Not a fan of zucchini, but it's food. It's hard to break up some of this cheese. Quest protein bar. It's not like those other ones that are crispy or something. These are protein bars that have 20 grams protein, but this one is chocolate brownie. Tastes exactly like a Tootsie Roll. It's good. Some of my favorite. Man, I'm glad I picked up that extra 2 liters of water. I went through 2 liters already so far since I've been here to camp. That's how thirsty I've been. Wow. Time for my after dinner pipe. I'm gonna pack it here, but I'm gonna smoke it over there. I don't want anything damaging my hammock. But this is my Savinelli Roma 708, I believe it is. And for tobacco, they have natural Dutch Cavendish for this evening. right. Maybe I'll have one tomorrow morning. Or even later tonight. We'll see. Alrighty. Let's go. Nothing like a nice pipe after a meal. And this is the only spot that I have to really have a good view. Normally, like I said, in the springtime, you can see all the way up there too, because all this is gone. There was a nice breeze blowing, now there's nothing. I was out there trying to light this and there's nothing but a breeze. Now it's stopped. It's all stopped. Probably hang out in my hammock here for the rest of the night. Stare off into that view. It is almost 8:30 and I'm going to bed. I'm getting tired. Hung the food and I took a nice long nap after the last time I talked to you and watched a movie. So I had about 4 or 5 hours to kill and that's what I did. So with that, I will end it today and we'll pick it back up tomorrow morning. Good morning. Day 2, uneventful night. It was very quiet. Cooled down, it was like in the 50s this morning when I woke up. So, not a bad night at all. Very quiet. I slept really, really good. The plan for today is I want to be on trail by 6. It's about 4:30 now. Got up at about 4. Breakfast for today is going to be, I'm back to the Quest cookies, and this one is a double chocolate chip. Really good. A Quest protein bar, chocolate chip. And I'll probably have a little bit more peanut butter for this morning. I don't need a lot because it's only, what, 12 miles, a little bit less than 12 miles to get out of here. I want to be on trail by 6, so I should be back by 11 or 12. Hopefully my car will be there. But I have a snack for on the road as well. But that's it. I don't need a lot more food than that. I mean, I have more in case, of course, of an emergency, but... All right, first things first, I got to get my coffee rolling here. That is priority 1. They're going to make a nice big cup of coffee today, too. There we go. That's going to take a little bit of time, I'm guessing. I guess I better get my coffee ready. Got to have my little pot grabber ready. Doesn't need to boil for coffee. I don't need to get it to a boil, that's for sure. Alpine Start, of course. gonna look up at the stars, but I only saw like one star right now. There's like a haze. There's wildfires in Canada again. So there's like a lot of like smoke, of course, in the air, and I guess there's it's probably fog rolling in too. Usually get fog up here. I'm so glad I really cameled up on water to come up here, because this is my, I just switched to my last liter. So this will be enough. I probably won't drink much more of this, probably maybe down to here. There's usually water down the bottom of this mountain, and we'll be going there soon. So I don't know if I'm gonna hit that or not. I'll have to fill up there, but I can tell you I'm so glad I did that, because I would have been totally out. I wouldn't even had coffee or anything. Oh crap, that's gonna fall. And that is hot enough. Shouldn't have used that much fuel. Didn't think. I was thinking I was getting it to a boil, but I don't need to get it to a boil for coffee, because then it takes too long to drink. As long as it's hot. That's the problem with an alcohol stove, though. It's on or off. There is no in between. So you can't shut it off if you need to, but that's almost out of fuel anyway. It was getting pretty darn close to a boil already. That is nice in the wintertime though, because then you got a little heat source. Oh yeah, it's hot. It is hot. Hot, hot, hot. All right. I think we'll eat the protein bar first. That cookie looks really good. I want that for last. Might even put peanut butter on it. I think that's the way to go for this one. Boy, these things got a little bit melty here. Kind of reconstituted. I may actually make it out on time today. I don't know when sunrise is, but that's why I want to be out. I don't want to go hike in the dark today. So I'm thinking 6, but if it's not light yet, I'll wait a little bit. As soon as I'm done eating, well, as soon as I'm done with my lava hot coffee, I'm going to pack up and go. It won't take me long. Oh, that's good with coffee. But it is 5:02. I am really ahead of schedule. It must be that I'm by myself. Because I'm not talking to other people. I mean, I'm talking to you, of course, but I'm not talking to other people. And I didn't have to eat oatmeal and these bars. Everything just goes quicker. I'm really surprised at how fast my Fancy Feast stove boiled that water this time around, huh? I don't know. But the canister stoves are faster. It's not, I wouldn't want to say it's too much easier, because you still have to put things together, open up the legs, and this you just have to set up. And this setup, and I do have my 550 pot instead of my 750, because I didn't need that much water at one shot. But the weight of this whole setup here is about 5.5 ounces lighter than my canister stove, which is significant. And even with, and that includes the fuel bottles, this one for 4 ounces, and that's 4 ounces of fuel, and then I have 1 ounce in the thing. So that includes that, because the canisters hold roughly about 4 ounces of fuel in them, plus the canister itself is 3.5 ounces. So that's 7.5 ounces just for the canister. So all things being equal, for me, for not having to cook in the morning and stuff, it's this would last me 3 days. So And if I need to go longer than that, I have I just bring more fuel. And then the consumables kind of tend to build up more than what the canister stove, because that's, 4 ounces, but you use it a lot faster. But I do love this stove. It just works really well. All right, I guess I'm gonna have a little bit of peanut butter, and that's it for me for eating. I'll finish my coffee, pack up my food. It's only 5 after 5. Did time slow down or something that I don't know about? Am I in a time vortex? Because normally it takes me forever to do this. It is very odd. This little squeeze bottle is like the best invention for backpacking as far as food and snacks. I mean, those little individual packets were nice, but you're constantly opening them, and I don't know, this you can just take what you want, screw it back in, throw it away when you're done. Peanut butter is like my kryptonite. I don't want to say I'm addicted to peanut butter, but I kind of am. That's the one thing I miss being on my carnivore diet. So I'm going to finish this up, pack up my food, and I don't want to start now in the dark. I just try not to do that so much, and not, I used to get up early in the dark and hike so I could make some miles, but I don't necessarily need to do that. Maybe in the fall, because it won't get dark or light until 7. I'm planning a larger trip with Caleb, 4-day trip with him in October. No guarantees, but that's our plan. Nice fall trip. Nice, easy, relaxed one. 4 days. 3 nights. I mean, sometimes if you're doing bigger miles, which we will be doing, you just have to get up early and get on trail, so you're there at a reasonable time and not there late at night. That's the way I like it. I don't like to arrive to camp late and then eat late. I don't have to go right to sleep. Yesterday was the extreme, the other end, because I got here at 2:30. That was pretty fast. I know All Lies says this trail is hard, but it's not as hard as what they make it out to be. It's not easy by any means, but it is not, I wouldn't classify this as hard. But then again, you have to understand that the difficulties of trails, it's relative. I may have another cup of coffee. That's what I can do. I'm gonna make another one. It's pretty easy. I mean, Pennsylvania trails, where almost all of them are alike. They're up and down, up and down. Oh my, wow, look, the fog is rolling in. Oh, can you see that? Wow, that's creepy. Man, that's like from a horror movie. But anyway, Pennsylvania trails, like I always say, PA trail miles, roots, rocks, rattlesnakes, and ridges. They're all the same. You go up, you go down. You go up, you go down. That's Pennsylvania. And you're hiking on rocks and rattlesnakes. You go up to the ridges, hike along, and you go down. It's the way it is. The only difference is some of them are a little steeper, some trails. And like the Black Forest Trail is a lot long. The hills are a lot longer. Not necessarily steeper, but they're just a lot longer. And the trail's longer, the distances of trails. But really, if you're going to hike any trails in Pennsylvania, the conditions are pretty much, the terrain's pretty much the same. I mean, it looks different. They're all uniquely beautiful in their own way. But like I said, it's just, they're very similar. But anyway, it's relative, because for me, this trail is easy. I mean, this trail is nothing for me. A lot of the trail, but I hike all the time. So it's all relative. I don't even know what you would use to classify something as moderate or hard. I don't know if is it distance, is it elevation gain and loss, or is it just someone's perspective that says, oh, this one's difficult and this one's not. So if anybody knows how they classify a trail as difficult, how they rate that, let me know in the comments, because I'm very curious to know how they do that. Because To me, it just seems to be what the person that's doing it seems that it is. I don't know. You know, it's perception, I guess. I don't know. Relative perception, if that's a thing. All right, I'm going to make another cup of coffee. I got nothing else to do. Well, as you can see, the second cup of coffee won out. It won't take long. I didn't even measure the fuel this time around. Just kind of squirted some in there. We'll see how that goes. I think it's already starting to get light out. Just starting to. Ooh, I guess I better get my coffee out, shouldn't I? Yummy, yummy. All right. All right, so I'm going to finish my coffee, and then I think I'm going to start packing up and moving on. It's 20 after 5, so I should finish that in the next 15 minutes. I should be on trail by no later than 6:30. 6:30 at the latest. Because I don't think it's going to be that light anyway, but... All right. Got to get moving. It is 10 o'clock and I'm almost back to the car. I can hear the road, I can hear cars. So I'm almost back. Hopefully my car is there because I did put that I'd be there at 12. And I am 2 hours early. Didn't leave any earlier this morning. It only took me 4 hours to get here, 12 miles. So this trip, for whatever reason, man, I was hiking a lot faster than what I thought and not tired from it. So I guess that's good. I'm in better hiking shape. I guess that's what that means. But this trip was fun. I talked to a couple people today, saw them, passed them. Talked to Rob yesterday. Rob, I'm gonna give you a shout out. Lots of fun, nice relaxing time at camp. I got there at 2:30 yesterday and just hung out for hours after hour. Took a nap, ate and drank a bunch of water. But anyway, I'm gonna end it here. I should be back to the car soon. I don't know, maybe half a mile. So I will, thanks for watching and I will see you next time.